Have you ever set a huge goal, you're full of excitement, only to find yourself right back at square one a month later? Well, here's the brutal truth. It's not that you lack motivation. It's that your strategy is just completely wrong. Today, we're going to break down James Clear's Atomic Habits to show you the simple system for making good habits feel inevitable and bad habits feel impossible.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to pinpoint the exact reason your best intentions just seem to fizzle out. Then, we're going to pull back the curtain on this invisible four-step loop that is secretly running your entire day. And finally, you're going to learn the 4 simple laws to hijack that loop so you can start making real, lasting changes.
All right, let's dive right into Section 1, Why Your Habits Fail. We're getting right to the heart of that universal problem we all know way too well, that frustrating cycle of starting and stopping.
Come on, we've all been there, right? It's January 1st and you are absolutely on fire. You're hitting the gym, you're eating clean, you're reading every day, and then by February, those gym shoes are collecting dust and you're right back to your old ways. Listen, this isn't a moral failing. It's a design flaw in your approach. Let's dig into why.
And this, right here, is the absolute core insight of the entire book. The problem isn't you. It's not about a lack of willpower. The real truth is that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. A good system makes progress the path of least resistance. Just relying on willpower? That's like trying to power your life with a battery that's literally designed to run out.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, the secret habit loop. To build a better system, you first have to understand the engine that's, running your life on autopilot right now. This is the hidden blueprint behind every single thing you do every single day. So get this, every single habit you have, and I mean every habit, good or bad, follows this exact same neurological loop. It's this 4-step pattern that runs on autopilot, from checking your phone to biting your nails. It's running in the background right now. The secret isn't to fight it, it's to understand it so you can re-engineer it. Okay, so here it is, the 4-stage loop. Let's just use the phone example. Number 1, the cue. Your phone buzzes. That's the trigger. 2, the craving. That little itch, that desire to see who messaged you. 3, the response. You pick up the phone and check. And 4, the reward. Boom. You get that little hit of dopamine from seeing the message. And that final step teaches your brain, hey, that felt good. Let's do it again. Every single habit works this way.
All right, Section 3. Now that we know what the loop is, we can start to actually control it. And law number 1 is all about hacking that very first step, the cue. Because if a habit is never triggered, it can never start.
The idea here is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. To build a good habit, you make the cue obvious. To break a bad one, you make it invisible. See, most of us try to change our habits with sheer willpower, constantly fighting our environment. The smart way? You make your environment do the heavy lifting for you. It's the invisible hand shaping everything you do.
So here's exactly how you can apply this. First, try habit stacking. Don't try to invent a new time for a habit. Just attach it to one you already do. It's a super simple formula. After I do my current habit, I will do my new habit. So for example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 1 minute. Second, redesign your space. You want to read more? Don't just decide to. Actually put the book right on your pillow. The cue is just right there. You can't miss it.
And that brings us to Section 4. Law number 2, make it attractive. Just seeing the cue isn't always enough. We have to actually want to act. This law is all about hacking that second step of the loop, the craving, by making our good habits, downright irresistible.
So here's the thing about our brains. They run on dopamine. And the wild part is, we don't just get that dopamine hit when we actually get a reward. We get it in anticipation of one. That's the craving. So the more attractive a habit seems, the bigger that dopamine spike, and the stronger the urge is to act. The good news is, we can totally engineer this.
So here are a couple of really powerful ways you can actually apply this. First, use something called temptation bundling. You just pair something you need to do with something you love to do. For example, I only get to listen to my favorite podcast while I'm at the gym. Second, leverage your social circle. We are wired to imitate the norms of our tribe. If you want to get fit, join a culture where people are already fit. Your desire to belong will automatically make the habit attractive.
Okay, Section 5, Law number 3, make it easy. We've made it obvious, we've made it attractive, but if the habit itself is too hard, you're still going to fail. This law is all about hacking the response by taking out every single bit of friction.
Here's another brutal truth for you. We are, at our core, fundamentally lazy. Our brains are designed to conserve energy, so we naturally drift toward whatever the easiest option is. The goal isn't to build up some heroic level of willpower for hard tasks. It's to make the good habits so ridiculously easy that you can't not do them, even on your absolute worst.
So here's how to make it easy. First, just reduce friction. If you want to work out in the morning, lay out your clothes, your shoes, your water bottle the night before. You prime your environment. But probably the most powerful tool here is the 2-minute rule. Any new habit you start must be scaled down to take less than 2 minutes. Read for 30 minutes a day is a goal. Read 1 page is a system. Do yoga becomes roll out my yoga mat. See the difference? The point isn't to achieve the goal on day 1, it's to master the art of just showing up.
All right, we're at the home stretch, Section 6. And finally, Law number 4, make it satisfying. This is what closes the loop and tells your brain, hey, do that again. You have to hack the reward to make any habit truly stick.
The cardinal rule of behavior change is this. What is immediately rewarded gets repeated. What is immediately punished gets avoided. The problem? Well, the pleasure from a bad habit, like eating a cookie, is right now. The reward from a good habit, like going to the gym, is way off in the future. So this law is all about fixing that broken timing.
So, how in the world do you create that immediate satisfaction? Use a habit tracker. There is just this simple, satisfying feeling you get from marking an X on a calendar after you've done your workout. It creates this visual chain of success, and your only job becomes not breaking the chain. And if you do miss a day, which happens, just live by this one rule. Never miss twice. 1 mistake is an anomaly. 2 is the beginning of a new bad habit.
And there you have it, folks. The complete system on a single slide. This is your cheat sheet. For every problem in the habit loop, there is a corresponding law that gives you the solution. For the cue, make it obvious. For the craving, make it attractive. The response, make it easy. And the reward, make it satisfying. This is the simple framework for rewiring your brain. So let's just recap the big takeaway here. It's these 4 laws. Number 1, make it obvious. Number 2, make it attractive. Number 3, make it easy. And number 4, make it satisfying. That's the formula right there.
And remember, this is not about some massive overnight transformation. It's about getting just 1% better every single day. Those tiny, tiny gains are what compound into remarkable results. So my question to you is this. Using these 4 laws, what is the one small 2-minute habit you're going to start building today?
Hey, if you found this breakdown useful and you want more deep dives into powerful ideas just like this one, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Grow Daily, for your daily dose of growth. And definitely check out our playlist of related book summaries to keep on learning. Thanks so much for tuning in.